Is it live? Is it live? I forget. There it goes. All right. So I think we're live. Yeah, it just said we're live. All right. Hey, everyone. So it's me, Leo, from Zodiac Supernatural. Real quick, we have a few updates that are important that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about. Not, it's actually kind of a lot about to do with this. So you should see by now that there is a premiere popping up soon that says, hey, uh, check this out in this time. So we are going to be there during that event. But I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about it. So there is a lot happening in the Zodiac's world. That's why we haven't been posting as much. I've said it 1,000 times as always. We're learning new things such as how to, get an email set up, how to get, not email set up, Jesus. That's easy. How to get a website set up. And it's working well. It looks good. We still have a lot we want to do with it and implement it, but that's not important. What's important is that you guys are here right now for us to talk about this realistically. So there's a lot of updates coming up, and there's something for you in it as well. But stick around. So the thing is that we are Zodiac Supernatural. We are ghost hunters. We investigate the supernatural. We talk about creepy stuff. We are we try and revolve our world around all creepy stuff, I guess is the best way to put it. But realistically, it's paranormal. A lot of people come in and notice that we do paranormal stuff. Recently, we've been doing some off stuff. We've been experimenting, learning about how we want to do things, seeing what you guys like. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. But we are noticing that you guys do obviously love investigations, ghost hunts, and such. And we are planning more of those. I think one of the biggest problems is that we're communicating with people, and there's a lot of timing, and it gets hard. So we are focusing on that. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So in the meantime, we want to give you guys something that is fun, that is good, that is still paranormal based, especially during the Halloween time. We actually want to do a lot more videos in the near future where it's more on a week, but it all just depends on how things fall out. So here's the thing. Right now, you'll see on our YouTube, Ghost in the Kitchen, Theater of the Mind. First off, you're probably like, what is this? This isn't, this looks weird. Well, it's something kind of new, and I'm kind of excited about it. A little bit. It was actually a harder project than I thought it was going to be, but I know that if we keep doing it, we'll learn more and stuff like that. It's a way we want to kind of keep paranormal going, obviously, and it's another kind of, not season, but a series on our channel that we want to start, and it includes you as well, so stick around for that. So the thing is that it's called Theater of the Mind. Reason being is because it's kind of a storytelling event, one where you can tell us your story, and then we kind of we say the story again, but we basically sorry, there's a story, your story, and we write one based off of your story. All events are still true from what you've told us. We put it in a little bit of a softer talk. We add a little bit of ambiance. And I don't know, it's really exciting. Imagine like a talk show podcast, but still mix it with like Mr. Nightmare and creepypasta and stuff, but not so, like, oh, it's obviously going to be creepy in the end. It's like true events, ones that you guys have given us. And we actually have a few stories lined up from, well, you guys. And you can actually go ahead and send us your story, even if we won't be putting these up on the regular yet. You can do that on our email at zodiacsupernatural.com, and you guys can send us your stories, and we'll communicate back and forth and get something that we all like. And obviously we won't be able to pick all of them, at least not right away, because we have already a lot lined up, but we would like to read through them and kind of talk to you guys about them. We want to communicate with our community. So keep that in mind. One thing that is important is that we are still kind of learning how to do this. So imagine it like as if we're telling you the story, but the pictures are in your mind, obviously. It's theater of the mind. We do add some stuff. Anyways, I'm not going to blow it out of proportion too much. It's cool. I like it. Check it out. Leave feedback. We are learning. So keep that in mind. Anyways, beyond that, we are messing with stuff as well, to the point to where we are communicating with a lot of people, like I said earlier, about investigations. We do have some cryptic stuff lined up that we want to kind of check out. We do have some, I don't know, like, I guess journeys is the best way to put it. Kind of like a vlog, but realistically, it's not like how we have been putting up. We're trying anyways. Where it's still paranormal based. You know, we're going to haunted locations. Kind of guess like an e-sect. Is that what they're called? Abandoned stuff. Hey, what's up? Haunted Side. Oh, crap. Hey, Haunted Side. What's up? How you doing? I haven't talked to you guys in a while. How's everything been? Man, that's cool. I was keeping up on your channel. You guys got some cool stuff going on. That's awesome. Good job, guys. Seriously. Good job. Brian Mills, okay. Awesome. Yeah, and hey, if you have your own story, go ahead and put it up as well on our email, or even put it in the comments below. We'll read it, but obviously with the comments it's kind of limited, so that's up to you in the end. So awesome. Amazing. Staying busy. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw you guys hit some cool places, some dream houses as well. That's awesome. Cool, guys. Yeah. I actually was checking up on your guys' YouTube not too long ago, and it's impressive. Good job, man. But yeah, so we're doing a couple things with that ghost investigations. We are doing a lot of, I guess, experimenting. We want to kind of try something different, but kind of keep it with the paranormal feels. Obviously, we want to keep the ghost hunting and all that stuff as obviously, but I don't know how to put it without spoiling it. That's the problem I'm at right now. Y'all need to come to Envy. I would love to come to there, man. Nevada. Why did I? I would love to come there. Especially with all the cool stuff you guys got. That'd be awesome. We actually want to do a trip in the future where we come over that direction. So that'd be awesome. Hey, actually, Haunted Side, you guys have been doing a lot of cool places. I do actually have a question for you. Where, out of all the cool places you've been to, right? What is your favorite? What is your like number one? Because you guys been to a lot of cool places, and it's interesting to me. And I actually had that in my head. And also, hey, if you ever want to collab, no, you guys are really cool. You guys helped us. We did a cool little thing in the future, and we'd love to do stuff again. You guys are awesome. Big part of the community here in YouTube, paranormal YouTube, I guess. But yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, well, just say the word and we'll have a dual investigation, dude. Yes, absolutely would love that. I'd love to learn some of the stuff that you know, and hopefully can share some info with you. That'd be awesome. Yeah, anytime. Well, anytime we can probably make it up there. But yeah, that'd be cool. Sorry, space out. So anyways, yeah, actually we have a lot of cool stuff set up. Winchester Mystery House. Yes, I actually watched that episode. It was really good. I honestly didn't expect the house, like they talk about the house, you know, how kind of creepy it is, how the way it looks from you know, just how it was built and stuff like that. And then watching on your video, it was like, whoa, like it's beautiful, amazing. It has that side of creepy in it still. Like, I don't know, that place has always been on my watch list. That's cool. Like when I saw you guys did that, I'm like, holy crap, you guys, that's awesome. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm still talking to the Haunted Side. You guys should check them out if anyone sees this in the future or is on here now. I know there's only like a couple of you, but hey, if you get time, check them out. They're really good guys. They're really cool. And they get some really neat stuff on there. So check it out. But yeah. Sorry. I had a plan for what I was going to say earlier, and now I'm forgetting. Yeah, so we have a couple cool things as well we're wanting to do. Oh, right, how we're changing things up. So there is we are wanting to keep with the paranormal creepy YouTube style, you know, kind of mix it with like what we have on TV, but still have that YouTuber feel of things without being so I don't know. It's kind of vloggy, but kind of not. We are wanting to keep up with everything. We're wanting to put higher production. We've put a lot of our money towards getting more equipment, trying to make things sound better for you guys, look for you guys, and be able to go out and do these cool things. Like I said, we do have a lot lined up, so it all just depends on what's popping. But we are doing something soon with educational purposes as well. Actually, a lot like what the haunted side did to start with, where we kind of explain kind of like a little bit more into ghost hunting, a little bit stuff, maybe our experiences, maybe to help you guys with your experiences, or if you guys have questions before going out. Like I said, I want to kind of connect with the community we have here. We've grown a lot in the past year, and I'd like to learn more about you guys and your experiences, and hopefully be able to teach you guys a little bit where I can. And we just released an episode of the Tahoe Baltimore Hotel. That's awesome. I don't think I've checked that one out yet. I'll have to check that one after this premieres. That'd be cool. You guys got some cool stuff on there. Man, sorry. It's interesting. I was checking you guys out. I was like, whoa. What was I gonna say? I'm not as good as a YouTuber as I think I am. It's so cool though. And what I want to ask you, like, hey, what was the coolest thing you guys saw there? But it's probably on the episode, and I shouldn't spoil it for everyone. That's cool. Tahoe Baltimore Hotel. Man, that's awesome, guys. Really cool. Yeah. So we are want to do that. So any suggestions as well with that, don't be afraid to kind of put it down below. We understand how that goes, but hey, if you want to learn something that you don't see a lot of on investigations and stuff, or you're curious about something, don't be afraid to ask it. We may just reply to you on the chat or on the comment below, or we'll make a video out of it, and we'll do what we can to kind of still teach what we know, and do what we can. We want to entertain. We want to, kind of bring that history back to life in its own way. We have a lot that we're wanting to do. It all just depends on how it goes. The way I look at it is, in the past year, we've done a lot. We've grown a lot. Last year at this time, I was getting ready for the lighthouse, one of the oldest lighthouses, or maybe the oldest lighthouse in Michigan, Ohio, Jesus, Michigan. And looking at the equipment we had then, stuff, it was really difficult because it felt like you had to focus really hard on the equipment you had. You shouldn't have to do that when you're at a ghost hunt. You should enjoy the time and speak with the spirits. But when it comes to a limit where it's like, it's hard with the devices you have and stuff. So I'm glad within a year we've been able to expand that. We've been able to experience a lot more and understand what we're doing. Actually, it's almost been our anniversary of our channel coming up soon. So I guess it's a good time to kind of talk about that. We've done a lot. I mean, we've met a lot of people, seen a lot of cool things, and seeing that within the last year, those videos to what we can make now and to what we have planned to make, I'm really excited to kind of see how that's come of resolution. It's interesting, and that's one thing I love about YouTube, is that you kind of get to see your growth. I mean, not in numbers. I'm talking about like internally growth, like mentally and all that. Like you get to see how, where you started from, like it doesn't, I'm not talking about numbers, I'm not talking about subscribers, even though I love each and every one of you, especially for being able to stick around and kind of deal with all of our bullcrap, but like, just being able to see where we've grown as a community, being able to see where we've, I don't know, just started off just doing it just because we thought we were, we love ghost hunting, we did it most of our lives, and then just started putting on YouTube, and that kind of pushed us to do it better, experience it better, learn things more than I expected to learn, and it's interesting. Do you like talking with the ghost? I do, a lot, actually. It's not about ooh, I'm talking to a person that could be, that's dead, or no, it's not about that. It's about learning their story. A lot of people have called us ghost consultants because we kind of like to just talk with the spirits. It doesn't scare us anymore. It's more exhilarating to kind of finally get them to hear them speak and stuff like that. If we can help them, we do so as well, obviously, but it's more just, imagine being in a location for a while, just stuck there and not have anyone to talk to and afraid to even open up even if you know how to, just kind of not even saying, hey, how's your day? Just loneliness. And I kind of like being that person who comes in and talks to them and hears their story. Kind of, I don't know, be able to open up with them, connect with them in a way. Obviously, not all of them are nice, so be prepared. But saying that, most of them are just lonely, So it's interesting to finally be able to sit down and talk with them and hear their story, see a part of them that no one has seen in maybe even centuries. And you gotta treat them like they're, alive, even though they're not. Maybe some of them think they are. Imagine if someone came into your house, kicked open the door, and started yelling, where are you at? Show yourself. How are, you go in and you start talking like, hey, so, blah, 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 tell us about yourself. Maybe they won't be able to give you the full answers. And one, it's a cool experience when you do get to finally speak with them. Two, it's good for them because they get to speak and let out. And again, maybe you can find the reason why they're still here, or if they even realize that they're still here. You get to learn a lot of basically scientific and spiritual stuff when speaking to spirits, and you learn a lot through them. They're still here to teach. Not all of them. I mean, some of them aren't as intelligent. A lot of them just some of them are residual or echoes, as some people like to call them. But it's interesting, to kind of connect with something like that. So yes, in a long-winded answer, yes, I do like to speak to ghosts. And it's cool. It's scary for some people. It is, when they finally get to communicate in that kind of way, where you speak to something and it throws you for a loop, especially when it comes out of nowhere. You're walking down a highway of a haunted school and all of a sudden start talking to a kid. It's interesting. Very true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right? So I don't know how loud this is. I just realized I'm just yelling into this microphone. I see that it's not going red, so we're fine. It's a new mic. New setup, actually. So it's for actually this story thing. I don't know if we were able to use this mic in that story because we were messing with another one prior. And then I bought this one. And so keep that in mind when you're paying attention to the next ones the theater's in mind. But yeah, it's when I was at the ScareCon a couple videos back at Lexington, Kentucky, we were talking with a guy who invents ghost gear. It's cool. It's really cool. I don't have his name on me, or I might even send you his direction if he has a website. But a lot of high-tech stuff, more than normal that you'd see. It's not just some lights. It actually shows graphs and all that stuff. It was really cool. Smart dude. Actually friends with the guy who owns the Indiana Asylum, Randolph Asylum. But he was talking, and he's like, well, I don't really believe in ghosts, but I'm considered a skeptic, but I also understand that they're there, and I want to use these tools to do so, but I don't know what to do in a investigation or at a ghost hunt. What do I do? And I told him, just treat them as human, just treat them how you want to be treated, just be the person. I don't know. I think that's the biggest thing, is that just treat them like they're alive, because don't be disrespectful just because they're dead. They're still somewhat human, mostly human, mattering your beliefs, obviously. But your audio is super good. Cool. Awesome. Good. Yeah, because I was worried about that. Awesome. Yeah, I'm still learning actually this whole Streamlabs thing. I don't fully understand it, but it looks like it's going well. So thank you so much for your feedback. Because honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just learning a lot actually in the past year. It's made me tired, very tired, but I love it. I do, honestly. Yeah, it looks like we got almost 15 minutes to this premieres. I don't know how long I'll be doing the stream for, so if you have any questions, do let me know. I kind of want to just kind of prepare everyone for before this happens. I don't know. I like it. Oh, actually, Haunted Side. Hey, if you have any stories that you wanna, that you don't really get to say much or anything, and you want to collab on something, we can always do that as well. I know you guys have some probably pretty awesome stories that may not even be told. I don't know how you guys do your thing fully. I know some people actually keep some of the major stuff away because for the audience. Some of the super scary stuff. I say that I don't know how you guys are. That's why I'm asking. But actually, that was actually something we talked about with a group a while ago. They were saying like they couldn't keep their really really in depth stuff because they were afraid it would scare their audience away. And I didn't think of that. I want to show the audience the truth, if it's good or if it's bad, if it's not as scary or super scary. If it scares the crap out of me, you're gonna see it. Um, like I've always been interested in that when it comes to other groups, on YouTube as well, because I feel like people come for entertainment, but they also come for like the truth. They also come for the understanding of what's out there, and we try and provide that with our videos. We do, but I think when it comes to kind of showing that out, I just spaced. When it comes to showing it out, like we want to show heavily like everything. I'm sorry if that made no sense. I just started reading and my ADHD was like, oh, stuff. The scarier the better for us. Awesome. Yes, we release everything. Good. Honestly, I'm gonna admit I think that's the best option. Release it all. Cause like, well, for you guys got some awesome content, so I wouldn't. So I guess you don't have too much. But like, wait, what was I saying? You guys don't have you guys have some awesome content, so I guess you don't have to worry about it not being enough, because you guys got some cool ass stuff. But investigate, we don't, even the investigations where we don't catch, good, that's awesome. Even investigation, that's what we've been trying to do too. Because I don't know if your people on chat or not, but he said even even on the investigations where we don't capture too much, saying that he shares everything, and that's awesome. Honestly, I absolutely love that, and I think that's amazing, because that's what we try and do too. And in our case, sometimes it gets a little slow and stuff, and we try and still have fun with it, and keep it entertaining for everybody. But we think like that's beautiful way how to do it. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, especially on YouTube, or even no, mostly on YouTube, they feel afraid not to show anything on investigations. And I think the thing is the journey, right? It's going there. It's finding out the place, seeing what could be. Even if you get nothing, someone told me once it's like fishing, right? You go in, you go fishing. Some days you get a boat ton, and then some days you get nothing. And you could go to the same spot every day. It all just depends. One of the last investigations we went to was a graveyard, one of the first graveyards we went to as Zodiac Supernatural when we first started out. And we always get stuff there. We always get voices. We always get, stuff just for practice. We don't like set it up like an investigation and go with a camera and just us. And it's a lot of fun. I may actually put some of those clips up one day. But we've decided to go with all of our equipment. We decided to go and try and enjoy it. And literally the whole time they're just like, no. Do you want to talk to us? Can we, speak with you? We want to hear your story. And this time we'll be able to capture it for everyone to understand what you're going through. No. Okay. So it wasn't like they didn't answer. They just said no. And it's like, cool. So like, I understand. It's like fishing. That's what I was getting at. So we release everything. We make it very history heavy episode if we don't capture much. Yeah, same. That's what we actually have planned to do as well, where obviously you guys got some cooler equipment and stuff like that, but we try and do that too. Actually, when we speak to a lot of locations, it's like if we want to make sure to still promote the history. I think that's one thing that paranormal investigators are amazing for, is that they kind of brought history back to life through the dead, in a sense. They've gone in, they've experienced things, they get to speak with the history, and they kind of bring that back. I felt like for a while there growing up that history was dying, and I hate that feeling, because I love history. I think that we can learn from history, and I felt like people were starting to forget it. And I feel like through the paranormal and through the supernatural, we've been able to bring it back to life, a little bit more at least, and especially with these generations and such, and newer ones. It's a way to kind of spark that. That's how actually history got sparked with me, was through paranormal. Was like, oh man, there's so much that we can learn from. Oh, they did this, that's cool. What else was there? And it grew from there. And I actually became a big history person. I'm a historian now, actually, for my local town. So that's how much I've fell in love with history. Let's see. Oh yeah, people always ask me what my favorite piece of equipment is, and I say patience. Yes. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I won't steal that from you. It's you can have, but like, that's beautiful. Like, that is a big thing. A lot of people, and especially with recording, we actually got some complaints on our TikTok. Speaking of which, thank you all for almost 25,000 followers on TikTok. I truly appreciate that. For all those who've come here from that, I wish I could post more on there, but honestly, I have no clue what I'm doing on that. So, but thank you for that. Um, Honestly, and again, I love everyone who follows us and like supports us, and we appreciate that, and we're doing the best we can to kind of give that back to you. On top of that, yes, patience. I agree with that. Because there's a lot of places where you go and you'll sit and you'll have nothing, or the equipment won't work, or you just, and I think patience is, I don't know, key to understanding what's around you too. It's kind of like you start to notice when things kind of are about to happen when you just kind of relax. Just relax. Don't stress out the environment or it won't listen. Actually, one of our locations for the Randolph Asylum, surprisingly not, in Indiana. I'm actually going to try and go through some of that footage and try and save it, but we lost most of that footage when we were there. Uh, it's been almost a year ago, or over a year ago. Jesus. And we had some really cool stuff. We were sitting there, so they in this asylum. It's really old. It's one of the, I think it's one of the first ones in Indiana. I'm thinking too much right now, but they split it up between female side and male side for a while, when it was active. And at the time, there's two girls and two guys. And the two guys, we went over to the guy's side. I think it was the like rec area, kind of like just. I think it was a mix of a church and just a place where people sat and talked. Um, but we went there and we were talking, and the girls went on the other side, and we had some stuff in the middle to kind of like see if we can catch anything in between, and we just started talking to this guy, first through K2 and then through what was it? Was it Spirit Box? I'm not sure at the moment. I'll have to look it up. But it was a way that we were communicating with him, and it just felt homey, and an asylum, and it felt homey. It felt like I was just part of the crew. We just sat and we talked, and he was a man of God, and he talked about how he was happy being there. I didn't really get to learn why he was there. It was an asylum, but it wasn't meant for all insane. It was a lot of different type of people. Some just who didn't have a home. Back in the day, they didn't really have the type of asylum that we think of. It was just a place where people needed to go. As a not infirmary. Anyways, and as we were sitting there, all of the cameras died. Obviously, sometimes when you talk to spirits, you experience that. And being early on as we were then, we didn't have any extra batteries, and we had to get up and leave to go get batteries, and I didn't want to miss this moment for this person to talk. So instead of being like, oh, we don't have batteries, and get up and leave, we sat there and talked to him like for an hour almost, just me and James from Ghost Ruckus. We sat there and we learned just this guy just wanted to talk, so we were there. But one thing that made me upset is that, and this is where patience is coming in. One thing that made me upset is that we were sitting there and the girls got bored and they started walking back over to my to our area, and we're talking to somebody, and he got really quiet when they showed up. I'm like, go back to your side. We'll let you know when it's done. And as they're walking back, there are only 4 people in this giant asylum. 2 girls, 2 guys. We're sitting beside each other, and as they're walking back, you hear a man straight up, like, just like in a adulterate tone, I guess is the best way to put it. Very like secure, very like strong voiced, just kind of yelling down back in the hallway at them, saying go back to your place. And it was like, what? And we looked at each other and like, what? Did you hear that? And we were like looking back and forth, like, come on. And of course it didn't happen again, but that's patience, because guess what? None of my equipment was on because it was dead. And I always hate telling that story because now that I have a lot on the internet, it's kind of like hard to be like, oh yeah, we had all this happen, and like, oh yeah, it's like, but honestly, it was a lot of fun. And if you ever get a chance to go to Randolph Asylum in Winchester, Indiana, yeah, check it out. It's really cool. I just met the owner. at the ScareCon, and he was really nice. I love going in private groups because of that. Sorry, I got a lot of stuff up here. Oh yeah, people always ask me a favorite. Yep. Take it easy, bud. I gotta head out. Let's catch up soon. Yes, please catch up. Hit us up. I'd love to hear about all your journeys and stuff. That's awesome, guys. Hey, thanks for showing up for this. Thank you. Again, anyone, check out the Haunted Side. They're cool guys. Got some cool investigations. Check them out. They actually helped us out a lot in the beginning where they were doing a lot of teaching stuff. And, I don't know. Inspiration, guys. Good job. Thank you, and see you in the next one, Haunted Side. I have to hurry. This ding is at the end of 5 minutes. Well, I'm going to go and work. You guys are doing good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. We're trying our hardest. We are trying our damnedest. We are learning, experimenting, understanding anything that we can do every week. So thank you for sticking around for that. I'm going to head out because this thing's going to be premiering in 5 minutes. So I will be there for that. So if you have any questions during it or feedback, I'll be there. Thank you all very much for all of your mainly being here for us. We love every one of you. Absolutely every one of you. And for just supporting us and being there through everything. And I don't know. You guys help us become better. Yeah. So, all right, I got to go. Thank you, everybody, so much. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us for the live stream. Thank you, Haunted Side, Brian Mills, everyone who showed up. Thank you very much. And I hope to see all of you all in the next one. That's happening in 5 minutes. So, all right. See you guys. Oh, make sure you stick around because we will be doing hopefully more live streams soon. More of those soon. More investigations soon. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And we will see you all in the next video. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.